Well folks, I finally have myself a new toy to play with my green screen, and today I'm going to be starting a new segment on my channel known as the Anime Journeys, where I take several episodes of an anime series per week and give my personal thoughts and opinions on just what I thought about the series in general, what I thought about could draw my attention, what I didn't like about it, if there is anything amongst that. And today I'm going to be doing an ongoing series that I have gotten a lot of requests or are telling me people to see, and the series I'm going to be looking at in question is No Game, No Life. Now, No Game, No Life centers around these two main characters, a brother and sister named Shiro and Sora. These two characters were hilarious to work off, in my opinion. Just to see them just act as brother and sister, how each one of them, whenever the one would falter, the other one would pick them back up, how they completely trust each other by the time that you see the third episode's end. It was just so cool to see the dynamic, and it was also hilarious to see just how close both of these siblings are. I personally found it hilarious and enjoyable to watch. Not only that, but they're so bored and just not content with the way that our world works. They're so bored of how everyone just kind of mindlessly goes around. They think they were born into the wrong world, and then they're sucked into this new virtual world thanks to the god of play, Tet. And whenever he exclaims and brings them into this world, he finds and exclaims all these 10 rules that everyone in this world has to live by. And if anyone breaks these rules, they will be severely punished. So both Shiro and Sora try to make their ways and try to figure out what the world is like and try to find little loopholes within the system. And that's one of the best aspects I liked about these first three episodes, is the fact that not only does this world establish its own rules and introduce it to the main characters, but it does so over the course of a few episodes. Give us a little taste of what their dynamic is like each episode. Not only that, but it also finds loopholes within its own logic. I can really respect a show for doing that when it acknowledges that yes, it has its own set of rules, but there are flaws within these rules, and the characters address said rules through gameplay, through all the actions that they do in the story. I found that really fascinating and respectable, the fact that sometimes the world creators would not even try to address them. And so seeing them interact with all the different characters and seeing like how Shiro and Sora would exploit and figure out, like, wait a second, if she's doing this one particular thing or cheating, then there's one way I can counteract that and get ahead of her and actually win. They use every mental mind game and formulate every possible strategy in order to make sure that it works in their favor. And that's what makes it also very interesting, is that they analyze everything on a Sherlock Holmesian level. They plan out everything so methodically, and it works. It all works, and it's so cool to watch. And just seeing how there's a new curveball every time. Not only that, but there's also a lot of references to some series that maybe I personally can't recognize because I don't know every other series and every other reference, but there were certain ones that I did recognize, such as JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or Phoenix Wright, both of which were hilarious in their own right. Not only that, but looking at the side characters like Stephanie Dola, a character who would normally be counted as kind of a ditz, a klutz, or a moron, she serves a purpose in saying, like, look, she does believe in this world. She does have an ambition and something that is kind of admirable, but at the same time, watching her interact with the brother and sister, seeing them, how they were all always commenting on saying, like, look, no, there is a deeper level to every game. It's not just getting the better hand. It's not just about having the bigger number by the game's end or having better moves. It's all about getting inside someone's head and figuring out what their strategy is before they even know what it is and counteract it in just that said manner in order to give yourself the biggest upper hand possible. Every time that one of these mind games happens, I always loved it. I can't wait to see the rest of these episodes. It was absolutely a blast to watch. The opening kicked ass. I absolutely loved the music. The color palette was gorgeous beyond compare. I just love everything about this series, and I can't wait to see it for the next few weeks. So guys, comment below, tell me what you thought, your general thoughts for No Game, No Life for the first 3 episodes, and I will see you next week with my first episode analysis of Serial Experiments Lain, and then the week afterwards of High School DxD. So until then, I'll see you later.